All right, what's going on, everybody? I believe we're live here, so I'm going to confirm that real fast. And I want to first welcome you for joining me on this episode 1, How I Became Addicted to Video Production and Paid Advertising and Why I Will Be a Full-Blown Addict for the Rest of My Life. So I'm gonna give everybody a second to hop on here. I appreciate everybody getting on with me. I wanted to hop on here and share this story with you, not because I feel that it is the most wonderful story in the world, but because I want to share what I'm passionate about with the world, because I believe that others could benefit from this as well. So for those of you who know me, my name's Eric Matta, and I am a multitasker doing several different roles in my life. And one of my latest adventures I'm starting is this new page, New Life Media Marketing and Production. So I'm going to be building this out, doing a few different things with it. But first and foremost, I wanted to share a little bit about my backstory, about how I became so passionate about this stuff and why it makes any sense and why anybody should even care. So first and foremost, I think that video production and paid advertising are the secret ingredients to taking any message and getting it in front of any person in the world. I think that right now, we live in a time in history that people 100, 50, 60 years are going to look back on and think, wow, that was the magic time period right there. So I think that we are all very lucky to be alive during this age. And I think that all of us use these things on a daily basis and everyone is familiar with them. Everybody has social media accounts, but not too many people actually know about the real business platforms that these social media accounts are designed to use. So a lot of people think that, Facebook, they track everything and they listen to me and they know what I'm doing. And then they show me ads. And then it's like, you're absolutely right. That's exactly what they do. So if you want to be smart about it, you could probably learn how to use that as a tool or a vehicle to take your message, whatever that may be, and to get that out into as many people as you can. So check this out. So I first got interested in videos probably about 5 or 6 years ago, right? And I got interested in these videos because I am the type of learner, I'm a visual learner. I read books and I listen to stuff, but if you show me and I see what to do, I instantly can catch on, and that's how I learn best. So that's my learning style right there. So I would watch a ton of videos and I could really resonate with stories that I heard or, just trying to learn different things. And I thought, man, and I see these people and I listen to their stories and I think like Eric Thomas and Elliot Hulse and, just all the big gurus that blew up from making videos. Right. And I would listen to their stories and they would share I just started making videos in the basement and now I get 50 grand a show or something like that. I'm like, oh my God, these people are making 50 grand just to share their story. And I'm like, that's ridiculous. That's crazy. How could anybody ever make that much money just from sharing their story? And I got a wild idea one day. I was like, you know what? Maybe one day I can make money from sharing my story too. Kind of a far-fetched idea. Not many people would care, but for those that have been through a similar experience that I've been through, they would care. And those are the people that I would make an impact on. So I thought, man, what can I do? I don't have cameras and lights and microphones and gear. And I don't know how to use all this stuff. So I started with what I had, right? I had a phone, right? Most people have an iPhone. Most people can turn their camera on and shoot a video and post it on Facebook or Instagram or wherever it is they want to. But then again, you're probably not going to get paid $50,000 for making a video on your phone or, get asked to speak somewhere just because you shared a video. It's going to take time, right? So again, probably 4 or 5 years ago, I had this idea. I was like, so I've been in recovery for a while and I thought, you know what, I want to build a program that I can use and that I can give people that they can learn from. And I'm going to just teach the things that have worked in my life. So I spent a ton of time. I wrote a book. Right. I got a book. It wasn't a real professional hardback book, but I wrote a curriculum. Right. And I got it copyrighted and it's mine and I own it. And I shot a whole bunch of videos on my phone. I was in this same room right here and I had this little stand that I would sit my phone on and I would wait for the kids to go to sleep. And back then my wife worked this second, third shift. So I'd wait for the kids to go to sleep. And then I'd sit my phone up and I'd be like, all right, what's up everybody? It's Eric Matta. Today we're talking about goal setting, or today we're talking about why you should, evaluate who you're kicking with. And I made all these videos and I was so excited because I'm like, man, if I can just get this information in front of the people who have been through the same things that I've been through. Maybe they can experience the freedom that I felt in my life. So I thought, man, I'm going to shoot all these videos and I'm going to put them on this website and I'm going to sell this book for $20 a book and I'm going to give all these videos to people. And so I spent like 4 or 5 months like writing this book and, you know, making these videos, and I built a website and I put them all on the website. And the only person that bought it was my dude, Ray. He was the only one that bought it because he's the only one that even knew it existed, right? And he only knew it existed because I told him about it. I said, hey man, I'm building this course. And he had some similar ideas. Like he had some passion inside of him. Like he wanted to do the same thing I was doing at the time. But I was like, man, I built this course. Here's this book. Like I can deliver it to people online. I'm like, I'm going to get rich off this stuff. I'm going to help 1 million people and it's just going to be the best thing ever. And I thought, man, I just can't wait to blow up doing this. Can't wait to blow up doing this. And nobody bought, nobody seen it, right? The problem is that, and it wasn't about the video quality. It wasn't about the message. It wasn't about the speaker, right? It wasn't about the book. It wasn't that I'm not the smartest person in the world. It's because people didn't know what I was trying to do, right? I failed to communicate that properly. And even if I did make a video and post it on my Facebook and say, what's up everybody? I'm making this, I'm writing this book and like, I want to get it in as many people's hands as I can. Like, I just want everybody to know about it and have it. Even if I did post that on my Facebook or Instagram or wherever I feel like I've got some type of following at, only about 10% of the people who I'm even friends with would even know that exists, just because of the algorithms on Facebook and the different ways of distributing content. Like there's a lot of data and science and research that goes into this. But anyway, like that's how I became obsessed with videos. And I thought, and I would watch these guys' videos and, you know, like the Eric Thomas and stuff like that. And I would think like, man, like, so I would go back to their YouTube page and watch their videos from like 7 or 8 years ago. And I would look at them, I'd be like, man, them videos aren't that good. Like, but they've got all kinds of views and they've got all kinds of, they've got a huge following. And I would think, so I start comparing myself to these other people who have been doing this for like 10 years. And of course, when I didn't measure up to all these gurus and these experts, I start feeling bad about myself. So what did I do? I gave up and I quit, right? That idea died for about 3 or 4 months. And then I met somebody who had he had his own production studio. And I remember the first time I walked into that office and saw the green screen and saw the cameras and saw the lights and saw the microphones, and like he hit record and like I was just up there doing my thing. I was sharing this whole, and it was the same book that I had wrote. It was the same stuff that I had tried to teach on my own, but now I had the setting, right? I had the space, and like we shot these videos, and you know, back then I didn't have a clue what was going on. Only thing I knew was that I was passionate about this thing and I wanted to create these videos because I felt like if I could get them on video, I could get them in front of more people. Because I know that just teaching stuff one-on-one or even one on a group of 10 or 20, like to make a big impact, you got to be able to reach the mass amount of people. So what I did was I shot all these videos with them and quickly learned a valuable lesson that you need to have agreements up front. So anyway, to make a long story short, we shot all these videos together and like we had this program that we had built and like it's getting in front of people and it's getting traction and people are liking it. And then a whole bunch of other things happened. But at the end of the day, I didn't own those videos, right? They weren't mine, right? I didn't produce them. They were a product of some agreement that was not written. It was just a bad deal, right? It was a bad deal for both of us. So, and then I realized like, man, like these videos are awesome. Like they're helping people. I got people messaging me all the time saying like, dude, these videos are awesome. This stuff changed my life. And I thought, man, I have to learn how to do this on my own. Right. So I bought a camera, right? A Canon I bought it from my wife, right? A Canon T5i or something like that. And like, we were just trying to take pictures of stuff and it shot video, but I had no clue what I was doing. But what I did do was I started learning from people who were very good at producing videos. If you go to YouTube or you go to find people who are making cool stuff, like, and you just study these people, right? And then you start to try to implement some of the stuff in your own life. So I started acquiring stuff. Like I got the camera and then I was like, man, this camera, it looks good, but it sounds like crap. So I had to get a microphone and then I'm like, I don't know how to use this microphone. So then I had to learn how to use it. had to learn how to use lights, and just had to learn how to put everything together, right? But the cool thing is that during this entire process, I'm learning a skill that's going to be able to help me get my message across for the rest of my life, right? I own this stuff. I own this skill set. Nobody can take this away from me, right? Even if it gets stolen or my house burns down or something crazy happens, like, this is a skill set that I've developed that I'm going to be able to use for the rest of my life, right? So, and then to go a little bit further, right? So about 1.5 years or 2 years ago, I started my own business, right? And most of you know that, we run the weekend drivers intervention program, and there's probably 75% of everybody in Springfield right now knows that we offer a weekend drivers intervention program, Substance Abuse Prevention Institute, and they know that because of our advertising, right? So after we started the business, I had to figure out what I was going to do to compete with my competitors who have been in business for like 25 years and who are like the leaders in the industry. Like, how else would I be able to enter a new market and be able to compete with folks who have been doing it for 25 years, right? So one thing I was able to do was start shooting some videos for myself and started sharing my story, right? Started sharing with people how drinking and driving affected my life, how my addiction affected my life. And then being able to put these videos on Facebook and YouTube and just put them in different places. That way, when people had an experience with drinking and driving and they saw my video, they instantly knew I was relatable, right? They knew that, wow, if I go to that class, like I remember seeing that Eric dude on video talking about how he wrecked his car and how he lost his license and how he did all this crazy stuff. And he's got a pretty good story now. So I'm instantly relatable with people, right? So being able to just develop that rapport with somebody that I don't even know and get them to come to my business and pay me money for my service, right, is a game changer. And to add on to that, that's when I started to learn how to run the advertising as well. Because again, like, it's very possible for you to create a very cool video, to spend thousands of dollars on, having somebody make a video, or spend thousands of dollars investing in camera gear and equipment and stuff like that. And then to produce a really cool video. But if you don't know how to get that message in front of people who are likely to buy your product or your service or whatever that thing is, then you're going to fail. Right? Or you're not going to succeed as quickly as you could. So I started to learn how to run Facebook ads and YouTube ads and Google ads and stuff like that. And again, I'm learning from the best people in the world. Like, I'm learning from the gurus who are teaching thousands of other people across the world, like, how to run ads. And at first, like, it sucked. Like, I spent probably about $1,000 or $2,000 just running ads, not even having a clue what I was doing, or not even being able to track if I was getting a return on my investment, or not even being able to understand, like, are the people that are watching these videos, like, are they signing up for my class? Are they buying the service? Like, I didn't know what I was doing at first, right? But the more I did it and the more I studied and the more I learned, the better I got. Right. So now, after some time, I've got, I'm sharing my message. I started a business. I'm acquiring camera gear. I'm learning how to run advertisements. And then before you know it, man, this is where the magic starts to happen, is when I start waking up in the morning, right? Or going about my work day, because I still have a full-time job. I'm going about my day, and people are signing up and registering and paying for my program online from other cities that don't know me, that have never met me, that I've never seen, that I'm not going to see until they come to our class. And every time I ask them how they hear about us, they say online, right? And that means one of three ways: YouTube, Google, or Facebook, right? Now, for some people, they're thinking, well, dude, we don't care about you making money or you building a business. Like, how can I do this? And we'll get to that. Like, this is what I'm building this page for. This is what I'm building this business for, is because I want to be able to help other people learn some of the things that have worked for me. That way you can apply them into your own life if you like, and maybe get some benefits from it as well. But I'm telling you what, when you start seeing the benefits of the hard work that you've put in, learning something, investing your time, your money, and your resources to becoming better at whatever thing it is you do, right? And you realize that it's not only making an impact in your life, but it's actually helping other people as well. Something inside of you will change forever, right? And now that I've learned how to create these videos and make these advertisements and put my messages in front of the people who need them when they need them the most, I'm telling you what, my life will never be the same. And it's really cool because like now that I'm doing it and now that it's working for me, I see so many other opportunities, right? I'll see somebody who is posting a lot of stuff on Facebook and making some cool stuff. And like, I know how to tell if someone's running paid advertisements or not. Like I know how to do that. And I'll realize like, man, this person is crushing it. Like they've got a great product, a great service, a great reputation, and they're not even running any ads. And I'm like, dude, it don't matter how much money you're making or how much money you've made in the past year. If you have not all the way went in with paid advertising, you have not maxed out your business capacity yet, right? So that's what's to come. Like, I think that, and I'm seeing it and people are seeing like, you know, like I said, most people in Springfield are very aware that we run the OVI program. And it's not just people in Springfield, it's people from Lima all the way down to Cincinnati, because those and all the way in between, from Columbus, Franklin, I mean, Delaware, everywhere, right? All over the state. People call us from Akron and Cleveland and Mansfield and, you know, Athens, and they drive to Springfield to come to our program. Why would they do that? Right? It's because they saw an advertisement. They saw something that caught their attention. They saw something that was relatable, and they felt like we could solve their problem. So therefore, they're willing to get a ride to drive across the state to come to our program, which is magic, right? It's beautiful. It's awesome. It's good for us. It's good for them. And like I said, I just see so many opportunities with businesses today that, and keep in mind, like I am no business guru, expert, coach, none of that stuff when it comes to business. But what I am pretty damn good at is creating messages that sell, right? That messages that you can get in front of people, right, at the time they need to see them, and be able to actually add value to a person rather than just saying, buy my stuff, buy my stuff, buy my stuff, come to this class, do this, pay me money. Like people are turned off by that. Like, and that's the thing that, you know, if I do see somebody running ads, that's usually what it is just buy from me, buy from me, buy from me. But it's like, and I learned that the hard way too. I spent a lot of money learning that message doesn't resonate with everybody. So again, I just wanted to hop on here real fast, it's been 17 minutes now, and share that this is a new journey I'm starting. I'd appreciate it if you're passionate about, if you care any at all about the work that I do or the things that I care about, follow the page, share it with your friends. If you have any questions, definitely shoot me a message, leave it in the comments, because my goal is to publish every single day, right? One of the mentors that I have right now, it says, Eric, if you publish every single day for a year, all of your financial problems will disappear, right? He could be right. He could be wrong. This is January 2nd. This is day 2. My goal is to publish something every single day and get it in front of an audience and get it in front of people that I care about and that care about me, and to be able to exchange the value gift that we have for each other. So there's going to be a lot of cool stuff coming. Like I've got a lot of programs that I want to build for this page. Like I've got a lot of ideas. I want to like dive in. Like there's so much cool stuff that I've learned how to do it, just like this Facebook Live right here. Like I can hop in here and show you like my desktop and just show you like this, you know, I was working on that earlier for my wife, but there's just so many different things that I can do, and to show you guys what works and what doesn't work, and just that you can try in your own life and your business and stuff like that. And I'm just super pumped. Like I'm so excited to be finally jumping off the ledge and doing something different. Like I've got a new office now that's opening up in downtown Springfield. I'm building out a complete studio in it to where we've got the green screens, the mics, the lights, everything that you would possibly need to whether you want to create videos or shoot a podcast or like do anything fun to be able to get your message in front of whoever you want it to. Like, and I just really enjoy the conversation. So again, if you've been watching with me this whole time, I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. And if you have any questions, please let me know. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Done.